Moms, what moment made you say I raised a villain? So my son Marcus is 9, right? Polite kid, says please and thank you, helps old ladies cross the street. You'd think he's destined for sainthood, but no. Marcus is a criminal mastermind disguised as a choir boy. Last month we went to this fancy restaurant for my birthday. You know the type where breadsticks cost more than my car payment? And the waiter introduces himself like he's auditioning for Broadway. So we're sitting there, Marcus orders chicken tenders like a normal kid, and our server, this guy named Chad, starts getting attitude. Chad looks at Marcus like he just ordered roadkill and goes, "This isn't McDonald's, little man, we don't do chicken fingers here." Condescending as hell. Then Chad turns to me and says, "Maybe Applebee's would be more your speed," with this smug little grin. I'm mortified, right? Ready to just pay for our drinks and leave. But Marcus, sweet innocent Marcus, just nods politely and says, "Oh, that's okay. I'll have the salmon then." I'm thinking good. We're moving on. Wrong. Marcus starts asking Chad questions. Lots of questions. Where does this fish come from? How do you know it's fresh? What's the difference between farm-raised and wild-caught? Do you have certificates proving the source? Chad's getting annoyed but trying to stay professional because we're in a nice place. Marcus keeps going. What about mercury levels? My mom's pregnant and needs to be careful. I'm not pregnant, by the way. Chad starts sweating. How exactly do you prepare it? What temperature? For how long? Can I see the kitchen to make sure it's clean enough? 20 minutes of this. Chad's practically having a breakdown trying to answer increasingly detailed questions about fish preparation, sourcing, and food safety protocols. Finally, Chad snaps and goes, "Look, kid, it's just salmon, okay? You want it or not?" Marcus smiles this sweet little angel smile and says, "Oh no, thank you. I'm actually vegetarian. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about since you're the expert here." Dead silence. Chad's face turns purple. The manager comes over because Chad's standing there speechless, holding his little notepad looking like he wants to crawl under a rock. Marcus orders a garden salad, no dressing, extra polite. "Please and thank you so much for your patience. We eat in peace." Chad avoids our table the rest of the night. But here's where I knew I raised a villain. As we're leaving, Marcus walks up to Chad, who's cleaning tables, and says, "Thanks for teaching me so much about salmon today. I learned that asking questions is a great way to find out who actually knows their job." Ice cold, 9 years old. Chad quit that same week. The manager told me when I called to compliment the service. And me, I should have been horrified. Should have marched Marcus back in there to apologize. Instead, I bought him ice cream on the way home and told my husband, our son just psychologically dismantled a grown man using nothing but fish facts and weaponized curiosity. The scary part is I taught him this. When he was 6 and kids were picking on him at school, I told him, the best revenge is making bullies realize they're not as smart as they think they are. I meant like study harder to show them up, not turn food service into an interrogation chamber. Marcus now carries a notebook everywhere for important questions, he says. Last week he reduced a GameStop employee to tears by asking detailed questions about return policies for 45 minutes before announcing he was just browsing. I'm raising either a future prosecutor or a supervillain, and honestly, I'm not sure there's a difference.